Welcome to tip 11, where we are going to be giving you the full breakdown of, in my opinion, a very underrated tool called ASIN Finder. It's a tool that not only is going to help you save time, but help you find the best products when working with brands. Now, before we jump into the tool and before I show you real life examples of my own account when I use this tool, the first thing we need to understand is what an ASIN is. So every product on Amazon has a unique identification number. It's a combination of letters and numbers that is called an ASIN. Some people call it ASIN, but it just helps Amazon keep track of all of the millions of products sold on Amazon. But to keep things simple, every time I use the word ASIN, essentially I'm talking about an individual product. Now, something that I'll also add is, let's say this cord has a black version, a green version, a blue version. Each variation has its own ASIN. And if we want to really get deep, these can sometimes be referred to as child ASINs. And then there is a parent ASIN that encompasses all child ASINs. Let me show you a quick example of that before we dive into the ASIN Finder. So here is a product on Amazon. You can find the ASIN by going to the URL and coming to this part right here. Usually the ASIN starts with B0, so that's the ASIN right there. Or you can scroll down to the details and find the ASIN right here. Or if you want to just really save a lot of time, is just come to Viral View and find the ASIN right here. But you'll notice if I go to a different variation, watch the ASIN change, because again, each variation has a different ASIN, and if we were to change the size, again, it would have a different variation. But then over here, we have the parent ASIN, which encompasses all of the variations. This is just a side note. We'll dive more into the parent ASIN later on in this course, but wanted to at least address what the ASIN is because it's crucial in order to understand how the ASIN Finder works. So now we have an understanding of that. Let's go to the ASIN Finder and show you what we're working with here. Essentially what this is it's an ability to scan a wide list of ASINs, or essentially products, and filter them according to your personal preferences. So let's say for whatever reason you scan an order history and you get a bunch of ASINs and you want to come in and plug it here and figure out which ones are the best, you can totally do that. People have different use case scenarios for the ASIN Finder. The most common one is the way that I use it is a lot of times I'm working with a brand and they'll say, hey, here's a list of products, or hey, choose from one of these ASINs. And instead of going to each individual product and doing manual research, I can just plug them into here and get all the data I need. Let me show you that firsthand so you can see how valuable this tool in saving time and picking the best product. So first, a lot of brands will email me or DM me a list like this, an influencer product list, and say something like, hey, here's a list of products, choose 5 to 10, and then we will send them to you. And so instead of going through each one and being like, okay, which one do I want? Like, oh, I don't need that, I don't want that. I can get data and figure out which of these products not only is one that I want, but which one has good sales, low influencer count, and so forth. So check this out. I can literally just come in and highlight all of these links right here. And as you can see, there's 428 products. And you can see the ASIN is right here, but we just take the links, we come over to Viral View, we paste all of the links in, hit enter, and boom, it pulled all of the ASINs from those links. We hit submit, and now Viral View is going to give me data on every single one of those products. Data such as the title, the image, the viral scores, seller, media links, parent ASIN, like all of this information so I can figure out which one is the best for me. Now you can come in and customize the columns how you want. Let's say you only care about the 30-day revenue, total influencer. You can turn everything off, turn whatever you want on, and customize it. For this video, I'm just gonna leave everything on, and I'll show you guys how I would come in and filter it. So usually I'll just filter from the highest viral score and just start from here. And let's look at this one, like labels. I don't even know what that is, so maybe I'd click on it and look at what the labels are. Oh, okay, it's almost like a shipping label type product. And then we can come over, look at the daily sales, monthly revenue, total influencer video count, and be like, okay, I like this product. We can just scroll through and pick which product we want. Let's say you like products that have good sales and you're not too worried about the total influencer video count. You can filter it from the highest sales. So we have this iPad Air case that has 3,000 sales a month, 19 total influencer videos. I think that's honestly a pretty good option. Let's say you like the resale game, you come to the price here and we find the most expensive product. So we got these a chandelier that's $900, this thing that's $600 and just go from there. So that's just a quick example. And guys, I get sheets like these all the time where a brand will say, hey, pick from these. And even when there's only like 12 products, it's still worthwhile for me to just do a quick search and see if one of them sticks out over the other. Here's one of all of these brands right here. And you just come in and highlight all these links, paste it in. These are the men products. I already did it for these products and I picked the one that was most optimal. Here's another one. So this is a brand. And they said, hey, pick from these 30 products. Let's do this one for you guys and show you which one I would choose. So come in here, paste all those in, submit, and then we'll sort it from the viral score. And even an example like this, where there's like not one that sticks out, they're all like pretty poor viral scores. We could at least come over and look at the 30-day revenue and see if any of them do sell. If any of them do, then great. But in this case, this is kind of just a bunch of new products. And so what I would do here is I'd just like zoom in on the pictures and just see which one is the most interesting to me. So, and that happens sometimes, but it's at least worthwhile to just quickly check it. So those are different brands that have sent sheets, but a lot of times brands don't send a sheet. They'll send something like this. So this is an Instagram DM. They said, hey, this is our product we need to be promoted. You can choose one sample, and they send their storefront. And so I can come in and click the storefront and look at all of these products that I have to choose from. And so in this case, what I would do is I wouldn't necessarily use the ASIN Finder. I would just run product view and figure out which one is the best for me. I'd look at stuff like, does it have creator connections campaign? What are the sales? What's the total influencer video count? And so forth. And as you can see, I ended up choosing this one is more because it was a product that I actually wanted. And you can see I'm in both the top and bottom carousel, but I mean, the 30-day revenue is not good on it, but it was a product I wanted, so it was great. Or let's look at another example where this brand said, we have some new product. Can I ask if you're interested in any of these? Now, there's only 3 products, but still worthwhile to just take the 3 products, come in and paste it in, and just quick data on if any of them stick out more than others. Sometimes you luck out and there's one that's like a really good opportunity, but other times it's like this where it's like, they're all kind of mid. But I mean, this one has better sales and has a top carousel, only total influence, only 2 other influencers. So it's like, if there is one that I would recommend between these 3, it'd be this one. So in Instagram DMs, super common for me to use ASIN Finder. And then lastly, in creator connections, a lot of times a brand will say, hey, what do you think of any of these products? And they send a bunch of ASINs, and it's like, the amount of time that it would take for you to go in and manually copy each one just to look at what the product is, not even doing research, to just look at the product, to come in, like, let me just show you what that would look like since this is the long form version. You would come here, come to Amazon. You could search the ASIN, but sometimes that doesn't work. So you would go /DP/ and then paste the ASIN in, look it up. And you're like, okay, that's one product. Let's go back and copy the next one. Like, it's going to take forever just to see which one is of interest to you, but let's kill 2 birds with 1 stone here and not only look at the product, but also see which product is best. So we're going to come back to viral view, go to the ASIN Finder, paste in the ASINs, submit, and let's sort it from the highest viral score. And again, so you can see what the product is, the product title, a quick image, seeing, which one you're interested in. And then you can also look at the sales of the product, total influencer video count, and decide for yourself. So if we go back to that example, actually, here were the 2 that I picked, doing that exact process. So it saved time helping me pick the right one, and it helped me pick the one that was going to make me the most money. So the ASIN Finder tool might not be something that you use on a daily basis. It's not something that you go out and actively do, but when the opportunity presents itself, if you get a list of ASINs for whatever reason, if a brand has a bunch of products and they want you to pick one, use the ASIN Finder. There's no reason not to use the ASIN Finder. It'll save time and it'll help you pick the products that you actually want and the products that will actually make you money. Hope this video was helpful. We'll see you guys in the next tip.